Hello, it's Jahara. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing a little game I haven't done in a little while, and it's just Ship It or Rip It. I might plan another Shipping Wars I haven't done in a while. If you don't remember, Shipping Wars is where I write down two different couples from two different TV shows, movies, whatever, and then I pick two and decide which ship I like. So yeah. Uh, okay. But Ship It or Rip It, if you do not remember, is where I have a bunch of different characters' names written down. And I will grab two and decide if I think they would make a good pairing or not. And usually I disregard, this is only about personality, so there's like live action, there's animated, there's so it doesn't matter about what the character's sexuality is. If I get two straight people and I think they'd make a good pair, I will say ship it. It all depends on their personalities, if I think their personalities would make a good couple or not. Okay, so let's choose two characters: Belle French from Once Upon a Time and Dean Winchester from Supernatural. That's an interesting one. I don't know. I'm a little on the fence about this one because I feel like, I feel like Dean isn't a monster, unlike Rumpel was, but he sees himself as one. He said as much sometimes. And then and then Belle can always see past that, and at first, my original instinct was to say rip it, but now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I think they could work. Belle is very sweet, and I think she could be what Dean could need. So I'm gonna say ship it. Okay, I'm gonna say ship it. I wasn't expecting that, but we'll go with it. Okay. Uh, Robbie Keane from Cobra Kai and Jay from Descendants. That's interesting. But I I can kind of see it. Like they both were kind of on the wrong side of the tracks, right, at the beginning. Jay from the Isle, Robbie being kind of like doing criminal kind of stuff because but neither of his parents paid much attention to him and he hated life. So they both were kind of a little bit of criminals at the beginning, but they both found the light. And one thing I always say about Jay on Descendants is that yes, I can see Evie with an Oradon guy, and yes, I can see um Carlos with an Oradon girl. And even though Mel does fall in love with a prince, Ben, Jay for some reason I just doesn't don't see with the princessy type like Audrey or anything. The only Oradon girl I can see him with is Lonnie. But I do also ship him with Gil, so there's that. Um, but I don't know. I can kind of see it. I would actually like to really see them interact. Like, I feel like they would get along really well. And I don't know. I'm gonna say ship it. I haven't gotten a bad one yet. Not a really bad one, at least. See, um, Gina Porter from High School Musical, the musical, the series, and Liv Moore from iZombie. Huh. I mean, I don't think their personalities clash that much, but I just don't see them in a relationship. I don't know. I don't think I see the vision for this one. Like Liv is, very depressed at the beginning of the show because she's a zombie and she thinks her entire life is ruined. But then she finds her path and she's always like trying to fight and everything. And I don't know, like there's nothing about either one of them that makes me think they'd be a bad couple. It's just I don't know. I don't think I see it. I don't think I see the vision with this one. I mean, I wouldn't argue them being friends, but I don't know. I don't really see this one. Amy Santiago from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Mark from Miraculous Ladybug. Huh. Trying to think. Uh, Once again, I don't think I see it. And it's not like their personalities clash that much. I mean, Amy can be a little high strung, and I don't know if Mark could handle that. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say rip it. Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon and Emily Prentice from Criminal Minds. This one I will say rip it, but I see them as an awesome power duo. Like they're both so fierce, and I would love to see the two of them fighting together side by side against an enemy. Like I would love to see that, and I think they would be great friends. Do I see them in a relationship? I don't think so, but I think they'd be an awesome duo. Uh, Mateo from Elena of Avalor, and Gwen from Total Drama. This might be the worst one yet, and it's not. I love both these characters so much. They're both my favorite characters from these shows. But this is the first one I think I've gotten where their personalities truly clash in a way where I do not think they could work as a couple. I don't think they'd even be friends. I don't think they'd hate each other. They don't get me wrong. I don't think they hate each other, but I don't think they'd even be friends. Like they just wouldn't run in the same circles. Like Mateo is a nerd. He's goofy. He's silly. He's all of that, and then Gwen is like this cool goth. Like I just don't see it. Like I'm sorry. He's like, even though Trent wasn't like that, and he was her first love interest, like Trent was still kind of cool and calm and stuff. Mateo could be. He's very like hyper and stuff, and I don't see two of them mixing. I feel like hyper people really annoy Gwen, and I just do not see it. No, I don't see it. Nope. Ripping that one. That's probably the worst one we've had so far. Like, I just do not think in a million years they would ever. Yeah, this paper's all ripped. Maddie from 911 and Jughead Jones from Riverdale. At first I was getting a lot of ship-its, now I think I'm getting a lot of rip-its. I don't think it's as bad as the one I just said, but it might be close just because I don't think their personalities would mesh. Once again, I don't think they hate each other and things, but I don't even see them as friends really. Like some of these, I were like, I'm not sure they would make a good couple, but they would make awesome friends. But the last couple too is like, no, not even friends. I'm sorry, they just wouldn't. Uh, um, Oliver Queen from Arrow. Sarah Lance from Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, that's funny. I didn't think I would actually get one from the same universe. And they have interacted because Sarah was introduced on Arrow. They knew each other for a long time and they even dated. Um, huh. Um, so, I mean, they did date and everything, but I don't ship them. I ship Oliver with Felicity and Sarah with Ava. So, I guess I'm gonna say rip it, but I do love their friendship, and I do wish we got more of their friendship. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna mix these a little bit more. Make sure I don't get two more from the same show. Okay. Who do I have now? Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Michael Garrett from Roswell, New Mexico. Oh my gosh, this one is, I don't even know where to begin with this one. They're so, I don't think that, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many bad ones now. Uh, cause like, oh my god, I just don't think their personalities would go well together. I mean, Jake is very goofy and silly, and Michael Garen is kind of, this depressed alien and hates everything and can be violent, and I don't know if Jake could handle him. I don't think they could handle each other because they're both a lot on two different levels. I feel like Jake and Amy work on so many levels because they're on like the same level. And then Michael and Alex, Maines, from Roswell, New Mexico, the two of them work so well together. Um, and I think Alex can handle Michael because of his past and everything, and he can handle Michael a lot better than most people, even his own siblings. Like I feel like Alex can handle him better, and I just do not think they could handle each other. Like I said, they're both a lot, but on two completely different levels, and I don't think they would handle each other very well. So, gotta say Ribbit. Let's see, Francis from Rain, and Diego from Every Which Way. Francis? That's an interesting one. I don't know. I mean, Diego from Every Which Way, he is a Kanai. He's can be very powerful. Kanais can control the elements. And he his relationship with Maddie is one of my favorites. I love it. But like she kind of just bosses him around a little bit, but he also like has this influence on her to make her be better. And Francis, I mean, I don't know. This one's hard. Like I don't even think, unlike a couple of the other ones I got, I don't think their personalities clash with each other. Um, huh. This one's really hard, actually. Um, You know what? I'm gonna say ship it. I think they could be kind of cute together. Um, I think, yeah. I don't even have an explanation for why I think that. I just think they could be, um, kind of cute together. One of those like, low key, like in love, lovey dovey couples that never have issues with each other. Yeah. I'm gonna say ship it. Why not? Um. Sass from Ghost, the US version. I love Sass, he's my favorite character. And Michaela from Manifest. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm gonna say ship it. I mean, his name is the Sauce Beast, but everyone calls him Sass, and he's earned that name because he's very sassy. He's very sarcastic, and I feel like Michaela can be sarcastic, and I feel like they both have this like uh deadpan facial reaction thing to things, and I just think like they could be a cute couple, and I don't even know. I think they would work. Uh Bo from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, and Amity from Owl House. Um, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I said I don't know originally, but I'm gonna say ship it because I feel like Bo can be similar to Luz, who was Amity's love interest in Owl House. He because they both are very like nerdy and geeky, and they get very excited about things that they're passionate about, and obviously Amity didn't like Luz at first, and I feel like if her and Bo were in a similar situation, she wouldn't like him. But I feel like since now that I'm thinking about it, I think he has some similarities with Luz. I think he could break down her walls like Luz did, and I feel like Amity could help Bo with his like him being afraid to tell his parents about the fact that he was in this war. I feel like Amity would help Bo in this war. I feel like they would have this like great connection as friends to lovers that Bo has with Glimmer, and I feel like you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say ship it. I actually think this might be my favorite pair I've got so far here. I think they would be really cute, and I would actually love to see that happen. If they were in the same universe, and if Amity wasn't a lesbian, cause I don't know, they never actually said her sexuality. I mean, she likes girls, but I'm pretty sure she's a lesbian. I might be wrong though. um okay, Piper Halliwell from Charm, and Twyla from Monster High. The new one, G3. I don't know. Like this one, I don't know. Like I can't see it. I think they could be good friends. Like I think they could help each other. Like Twyla and Piper, like be understand Twyla's autism and could help her. Like if there was loud noises, she could help Twyla. And Piper has a lot of pressure on her, and I feel like Twyla could help Piper with that. And I don't know if I see them in a romantic setting. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe that would be kind of cute. Imagine them on the same show and just have them be like helping each other. And they start off as friends, but then I'm a sucker for friends to lovers, not gonna lie. And I don't know. Maybe I can't see it. I'm gonna say ship it. I don't know. I feel like that's a weird pairing, and maybe I am wrong for shipping it, but I'm gonna say ship it. Styles from Teen Wolf, and Sophia from Sofia the First. I don't. It's not like their personalities collide or anything, but I don't think I see it. Um, Sophia is, I don't, I don't think I see it in a romantic way, but I think they would be cool friends. Like I feel like Styles is always trying to help people and stuff, and I feel like Sophia's the same way. And I think if they were in the same universe, like if Styles was with Sophia, they could Sophia could help Styles with, the werewolf drama, and Styles could help Sophia with the bad guys and stuff trying to take over a kingdom. Like I could see it as a cool ally friendship sort of thing. Not a romantic thing. I don't think I see that, but I do see a cool friendship, alliance sort of thing. So I'm gonna say rip it when it comes to romantic relationships. But yeah. Um Logan from Zoe 101 and Danny Fenton from Danny Phantom. I don't think I see it. Like Logan, it was kind of a jerk, and I don't think Danny would like him at all. Like a lot of them, I'll be like, even if they're not friends, I don't think they'd hate each other. I think these two would hate each other. Like Logan was awful to Quinn for so long because she thought she was weird and a nerd and whatever, and I feel like he would feel the same way about Danny, and I feel like Danny would hate Logan because he was a jerk for the longest time. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. So rip it. They would hate each other. Luz from the Owl House and Quinn from Zoe 101. Um, even though Quinn is very different from Amity, I can see it. Because even though Amity had this like cool persona and was kind of mean at the beginning, like she also was a little bit nerdy. You find out she loves the same book series that Luz loves, and after she let her walls down a bit and befriended Luz and they started dating, like you could see her little nerdiness coming out a little bit more while around Luz. And Quinn is very much, kind of nerdy and a little weird and stuff, and I feel like Luz can be the same way, and I think they would hype each other up. I can see it as romantic, but I can also see it as just friendship as well. So I'm gonna say ship it. I can't read my handwriting. I was like, who's Nira? But it's supposed to say Nina. Okay, Nina from Soy Luna. And Addison from Zombies. Interesting pairing. Um, I mean, actually, I was originally gonna say I'm not sure I see it as a couple, but I can't see it as friends. But I'm gonna change it and say I think I can see it as a couple. I mean, Nina is like extremely shy. Like at the beginning, like she gets out of her shell throughout the series thanks to Luna and Gaston. But at the beginning, she was so shy that she could barely talk to anyone, especially Gaston since he was her crush. And Addison, like she kind of befriended Bree, who was very shy, and um helped her get out of her shell. So I could see it as a friendship, but I think I could also see it as a romantic relationship. Like I feel like Addison would hype Nina up, like Luna and Gaston did, bring her out of her shell a little bit. And I feel like Nina would just like Bree and Zed did would stand by Addison during all of the drama, like when she stood up for the zombies and put her hair took off her wig. I feel like Nina would stand up for her like she always did with Luna and Gaston. I feel like um and I feel like Addison would support Nina with the whole Felicity persona she had and like keep her secret like Luna did. And yeah, I can see it as friendship, but I think I could also see it as a romantic relationship. I just feel like they would always be there for each other, hype each other up, keep their secrets, and yeah, I can see it. I'm gonna say ship it. Alex Karev from Grey's Anatomy and Jake from Chucky. No, no. Like that took 2 seconds to process, but like no, not at all. Even in the later seasons with Alex, like at the beginning he was such a jerk, and Jake, having been bullied his entire life and abused by his homophobic father, like he liked Devin because Devin was like sweet and kind, and um, he hated people that were mean. And I just think that Jake would just not like Alex. And I feel like Alex wouldn't like Jake either. Kind of like how Alex didn't like George because he was a little bit different, a bit geeky, whatever you want to call it. Um, so I don't know, Ribbit, Ribbit. Alex Maines from Roswell, New Mexico, and Maddie from Every Which Way. Interesting pairing. Um, I don't know if I would. Okay, I don't even know how to respond to this one. I'm gonna say no. Rip it. I mean, Alex. I feel like I feel like he can handle a lot because he deals with Michael Guerin, which is a lot. Um, and he But I feel like he wouldn't like Maddie much. Kind of similar to Jake. Like he was bullied at school, and then he was abused by his homophobic father. So him and Jake have a lot in common, unfortunately. And Maddie, as much as I love her, she can be a little bit, she is mean. Let's be real, she can be a little bit of a bully, and I just don't think Alex would like her. I don't think she would bully Alex, though. Like, she might say snarky, mean comments about, like, the way he would look in high school, because there was a flashback episode, and, like, he had this, like, little, just, like, gothic kind of vibe, and I feel like Maddie would make fun of him for that, but I do not think Maddie would make fun of him for being gay, unlike some of his bullies. Maddie's not that mean. But I wouldn't say they hate each other, but I don't think they would like each other all that much. They just, you know, so, but then again, maybe it could turn into more kind of like Diego and Maddie. Like, they didn't like each other that much in season 1, but then after they went to the dance together, and then in season 2, they were getting close. And, I mean, Alex does have a little bit in common with Diego with just being a little bit different, and I don't know. I'm still gonna say Ripper though. But maybe I can see the vision at least a little bit. Ben from Manifest and Lewis from H2O Just Add Water. I think I can see it. I think Lewis has a little bit in common with Sanvi. And I know a lot of people ship Ben and Sanvi. And even though I do think they're cute, don't get me wrong, I do prefer Ben with Grace. I will always prefer Ben with Grace. Ben loves Grace with everything he has, and I do not understand the hate to her. So I can see them as at least friends. But like when Grace died and then Ben had that thing with Zombie, if this was Lewis instead of Zombie, I can still see it happening. Because Lewis is kind of like a scientist, kind of like a Zombie, and always trying to figure the next big thing out and everything. Ben helps her a lot with a lot of her stuff, so I feel like Ben could help Lewis with his mermaid whatever he's doing, and yeah, I can see it. Arya Montgomery. I can't speak. Arya Montgomery from Pretty Little Liars and Ravi from iZombie. Interesting. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I can see it. Like, I just don't think they run in the same circles. You know, Ravi is I don't know, but maybe Ravi's what Arya needs. You know, someone who because he like I love his relationship with Liv. Like he was always so supportive of her, and I think she could use that. And I think Arya would also support Ravi. I'm not sure if I can see it in a romantic way, but I can see it as a friendship way, like Liv and Ravi. And yeah, maybe I can see it a little bit when it comes to friendship, but I still think for Pitt. Um, Nathaniel from Miraculous Ladybug and Merlin from Merlin. Huh. Man, this can be a really challenging game sometimes. Maybe I can see it a little bit. I mean, I think they could be supportive of each other, and I feel like Nathaniel will keep Merlin's secret, and um, Merlin would keep Nathaniel's secret about being a superhero, and I think they would try to protect each other. Like Nathaniel would, you know, use his Kwame to turn into a superhero to help Merlin, and Merlin would use his magic to help Nathaniel. They would do that like secretly for like a long time, and then finally they're like, "Hey, I have powers," and be like, "Hey, I'm a superhero," and then they would like just support each other and help each other and fight battles together. I can actually really see it, and I kind of ship it. Simone from Soy Luna and Caroline Forbes from The Vampire Diaries. I'm gonna say ship it actually. Simone is like such a sweetheart. He's like the best ever. He's so kind and sweet, and I feel like Caroline, um, really needs that someone who would support her no matter what, like Stefan, someone who would side with her and everything. And I feel like Simone needs that too. She would like hype him up and make him feel better when he's feeling down because I feel like not many people do that for him. And I feel like he's like the one that's always there for everyone. And I feel like so is Caroline. And I feel like if they were paired together, they would care so much about the other that they would both finally get someone who just cared about them. And I think that would be so cute actually. So I'm gonna say ship it. Raj from Total Drama the new seasons. I really like Raj. Serena from Mako Mermaids. I can actually kind of see it. Serena can be a bit flighty, but she's really, really sweet, and I love her. She's my favorite character on Mako Mermaids. And Raj, is also really sweet. He's not the brightest. I don't think he's as stupid as his friend Wayne, who I do still like and stuff. I like Raj more because I feel like Raj has proven to be a little bit smarter. Like he seems his dumbest when he's around Wayne, but when he's with his boyfriend Bowie, he seems smarter. Um, but I feel like they would actually be so cute. I think it would be similar to Serena and David's relationship and from Mako Mermaids, and they're my favorite couple on there. And I don't know, I just feel like and a little similar to Raj and Bowie's, like just always supportive of each other and helping each other. And I feel like Raj would have the cutest response to finding out that Serena's a mermaid. Like he would be like just so giddy, so happy, and I can actually really see it, and I ship it. Um, and let's see. Tara McClay from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Betty Cooper from Riverdale. I can actually kind of see it. I mean, Tara's like very sweet and shy, but I feel like even though I'm not the biggest Willow fan a lot of times, and I feel like Betty is one of my favorite characters on Riverdale. I do feel like Betty will have some in common with the fact that they both have this darkness inside them, and that neither one of them understands. And I feel like they could match each other. Betty was so shy at the beginning, and Tara was really shy at the beginning, and I feel like they could bring something out in each other. So I'm gonna say ship it. Apparently I have an odd number of people, so oops. I shouldn't. I swore I would have had even numbers. That's really weird. I tried to see if I could find it. I couldn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick 2 of these, and then the last one I'm just gonna use one from that what pile we already used, so that they could get a pairing too. Okay. So Kelly Torres from Grey's Anatomy and Dracula from Monster High, the new one, the series and live action movie. I don't think I would see it if it was the G1 Dracula, but G3 Dracula, I think I do kind of see. And I can't even explain it, so I'm just gonna say ship it. Okay, now, so Elena Alvarez from One Day at a Time, love her. I've never related to a character more. Okay. Styles from Teen Wolf. I don't see it immediately. Like, I mean, and I don't even think it's because their personalities clash. I mean, Styles can be a lot, and I feel like Elena can be too, but like in different ways. And I can't explain why I don't think they would match. I mean, I'm not even sure I can see them as friends. I don't think they hate each other. I just don't think they'd be around the same circles. Um, so I'm gonna say Rip It. Okay, that is all the names I have. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment if you think that if you ship any of these, and if you don't, and let me know, and I'll chat with you below in the comments. Until next time.